Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Now, let's talk about the August 17th edition of Monday Night Raw. I thought this was another good episode of Monday Night Raw. I thought the last two segments of Monday Night Raw really made this show in Buffalo, New York. I mean, the Bloodline has kind of been unexciting, like kind of watching paint dry, but tonight, though they not basically, similarly did the Sami Zayn Royal Rumble chair shot, was the best Bloodline segment since post WrestleMania 40 was tonight with Solo and Roman, and that was really good, and that was a great segment, so that gets a thumbs up from me in terms of what's going to happen with the Bloodline, because I'm very, very interested in Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu and where that leads with Roman Reigns and Jimmy and Jey Uso. So yes, similar to Sami Zayn, but I'll get into why it might be a little bit different in a little bit on this show. But yes, similar to Sami Zayn, but also had some differences, but also was extremely exciting and a very good segment. We also have Oba Femi and Braun Breaker is official for Sunday night's main event, a Saturday night's main event that happens on a Sunday. Now, I'm very intrigued about Oba Femi and Braun Breaker. This is a very serious and intense matchup with two present and future stars of WWE. I don't really think either men can afford a loss clean in the middle of the ring. I think Oba Femi right now has more star power and trajectory simply because of his feud with Brock Lesnar. But I love Braun Breaker. I think Braun Breaker's got all the pieces, and building him back up so that people see him as an absolute superstar is the right thing to do. And then you carry this feud for the next 15 years. 10, 15 years, like Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, who have been feuding or together in some sort of unison for the last 14 years, and they finally had their last match ever, which I don't think will be the last match ever, but you understand my point in terms of Oba Femi and Braun Breaker kind of being the guys going together and carrying us through that next generation. I think Oba Femi will be the guy that beats Roman Reigns clean in the center of the ring for the World Heavyweight Championship, which could happen at Royal Rumble. That means you could have Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble, and now you have Braun Breaker, Oba Femi main eventing WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Potentially, that's just me spitballing. Have no idea if that's actually going to happen, but would be really fucking cool. And then you had Chad Gable and Rey Mysterio had a thrilling match, which started off where the crowd was very unenthusiastic, and Rey actually won the crowd over enough for them to want a new IC champion. So that was amazing. Big Cass actually got some great heat against Javon Evans, and we're one step closer to finally getting to a Penta versus Rey Fenix final in the tournament. And WWE is doing more things right than wrong at this moment. And this was another very, very good show. And so you did have a very absolutely fantastic segment with Braun Breaker and Oba Femi, and then a lot of people think it got fucked up because Paul Heyman was yapping about profits and box office. Anyways, doesn't matter. The point got across. Great segment with Braun Breaker and Oba Femi. A point on Rey Mysterio is like almost 40 years since his debut match, and Rey Mysterio is still out there doing that. Unreal. 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 The one thing I'd say that's a negative about this show in Buffalo, New York on August 17th was the sort of mid-level, kind of castrated style of Lucha Libre. It's not keeping me interested. The tournament is not keeping me interested. We know Penta is going to win the tournament, and we know Roman Reigns is going to beat Penta. I just thought the tournament was going to be a little bit more exciting. I'm not fired up about it. And so, that's kind of what brought the show down slightly for me, kind of the uninspired version of Lucha Libre that we are seeing. But other than that, again, thought the August 17th edition of Monday Night Raw was really good. Now, let's get into the final segment. The final segment, I think I'm with most people when I say we loved the ending to Monday Night Raw. Solo Sikoa breaks bloodline tradition and attacks Roman Reigns, refusing to acknowledge his tribal chief. In a world of Samoan dynasty, This is kind of sacrilegious, whatever the case may be. But the real story, beyond that story, was that Jacob Fatu watching it all happen, just watching it all unfold, and standing there almost like, wait, I could do that? And so that is easily the best Bloodline segment we've seen in years, maybe post WrestleMania 40. Like I said, I don't remember the last time I was that excited for a Bloodline story outside of maybe being The Rock involved. If people were excited about that, I thought that was okay. And so, for sure, just by that segment alone, the mutiny is coming. And when it happens, it's going to be glorious. And then someone is going to dethrone Roman Reigns as World Heavyweight Champion. And then, again, we mentioned Sami Zayn in that spot. And we are seeing a lot of fans, including myself, right, compare Solo Sikoa attacking Roman Reigns on Raw to Sami Zayn turning on the Bloodline at Royal Rumble 2023. And they're similar, but they're not the same thing. Yes, Sammy, of course, was an honorary Uce. Great job for Sammy. But he was never actually part of the family. Sami Zayn is not Samoan, obviously. He wasn't bound by the heritage and traditions of the Samoan dynasty the way Solo actually is. That's actual blood there for Solo. Solo is Samoan through and through. It's in his blood. It's much deeper than Sami Zayn. That's what makes this moment different, I think, just because the actual lineage, the actual bloodline, for Solo to break tradition is much deeper and harsher cut, and refuse to acknowledge the tribal chief and betray Roman Reigns. That's a huge deal. That's a massive storytelling moment. I think even bigger than the Sami Zayn storyline. I really do. But yes, there are similarities. Of course, that's a fine comparison. But I think one is much deeper and goes much deeper than the other. And I think Solo's is. That's why it will cause actual mutiny in the group, especially from Jacob Fatu. From a story perspective, what happened on WWE Raw, again, was bigger. It was bigger than Sammy turning on the Bloodline. Sammy just got the bigger reaction, potentially because it happened in front of a massive Royal Rumble crowd of 50,000 people. But both moments were great. But Solo's betrayal, what some will call it, carries a different kind of weight because it's family turning against family. And his will actually cause mutiny in the Bloodline and potentially might actually cause Roman Reigns to lose the World Heavyweight Championship. And so again, I thought the August 17th edition of Monday Night Raw in Buffalo, New York was really, really good, capped off by the final two segments, which really made it good. And I think WWE is on a roll right now. Let's continue this trajectory forward with great storytelling, great characters, and great matches. And all WWE fans will just continue to be happy as can be, like me right now, talking to you about the August 17th edition of Monday Night Raw. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.